Hey, good morning. I tell you what, Robin Green's with me from Lafayette PD. Our friend Robin Green, who does everything. Crime Stoppers, PIO. I think she brought snacks. Robin.
Yes.
Man, so many ways to hurt yourself in a hurricane. Just securing your house. Let's talk a little bit about safety.
So for today, we want everyone in our wonderful city to remain safe and surrounding areas. So we would give people out there a few safety tips to try to keep them safe during this storm. First of all, if at all possible, avoid driving and going outdoors. That's number one. And to always monitor the weather or for any pertinent emergency information. And you can do so by watching you guys.
Oh, I love her. Right. Watch News 15, Storm Track 15 meteorologist Adam Olivier.
There you
Thank
go.
you, Robin.
Yes.
Get a little check for you in the mail.
Oh, thank you so much. Social media, radios are great ways to monitor the weather and to listen for emergency information. Also, once the storm gets started, especially with rainfall, we're going to be in the area in the city, barricading areas that normally flood. And so we ask that if people are on the road, have to be for maybe an emergency situation, don't go around those barriers because they're there for a reason, and they're to basically keep people safe and from driving through flooding waters. Also, if anyone experiences any power outages of some sort, they can log on to LCG's Facebook page, where it has tons of information about who to contact for power outages, down lines, or even limbs that may have fallen on their home or even blocking their roadway. And like I said, at the end of the day, we just want everybody to be safe and, just kind of go through this storm unharmed.
You know, Robin, talk about flooding. People can drown.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
One of the things a lot of people don't think of, you can actually total your car. You go through water, and people don't realize that water gets in through that air intake underneath. You don't have a car anymore. No,
and so that is a problem that we do experience, is that people go through flooded areas and then their vehicles stall.
Wow.
And
so if your vehicle stalls in a flooded area, what do?
They can call 911, and so we'll get an officer out there, and then we'll assist them with getting someone if anybody will come out to tow them out, especially during a storm, everybody's bunkering down. So they may just have to have someone pick them up, and then once the storm is over and we can assist them with getting their vehicle out of the flooded waters, we'll do so.
So one of the things I think of in times like this, people tend to not be patient. And let's talk a little bit about that. I don't know, how do we school people in being a little more patient, a little more better to each other? But I tell you what, I think that if people could just be a little nicer in times like this, make your job a little easier, right?
Oh, absolutely. And we do understand. We're asking people to stay inside that normally are not inside people, and they get a little cabin fever. And then once they think the storm has passed, they want to ride around and look at the damages and debris in the roadway. We ask that people refrain from doing so, because that's a dangerous situation, especially with down power lines. They might not even notice until it's too late.
Right.
So we're asking that after the storm passes, if people can stay indoors and not drive around the city.
And the other thing, you think about being a good neighbor, is when you drive through high water, those waves can sometimes push the water into someone's house where it might not ordinarily go, right?
Absolutely. And that's one of the other things with riding around after the storm and the flooding and stuff. And so someone's house, they have sandbags, and the sandbags are holding on to dear life, and then you just driving down that roadway can just push it over the limit, and now they have water inside of their residence.
So I think the best thing to do, stay home, make gumbo, maybe barbecue.
Yes.
And drink beer, but when you drink the beer, do not drive. Robin, you're great. I appreciate you so much, and look forward to seeing you again. And we're going to go back to you guys in the studio.
All right, great advice. Good to hear from Robin Green, Lafayette Police Department.